Okay, hello. Today we're going to do the exercise from the book, the Polygon Hand exercise. So here I'm opened to page 123 and 124. The first parts of the exercise says to begin by building a polygon cube and then scale that cube and change the geometry. So I'll, I'll show you that quickly in Maya. Okay, so here in Maya, we click on Create and then Polygon Cube. We've got that in the center of our screen. And then we'll frame it, F, and then change our parameters. Okay, so we changed the scale. X is still at 1. We scaled the Y to 0.25, the Z to 1.3. And then with the object selected, we can see this information in the channels box, which is opened above the trash can here. If you look under inputs, it says polycube 1. This reveals where you can set the subdivisions. According to the book, it's subdivisions width of 4. The height is left at 1. There's one subdivision here, and then the depth is 3. So 4 fingers, and then we're going to pull a thumb out. Okay, the next part is where we enter component mode, and then we extrude these faces out. So notice here, it's before you begin, you need to rotate this face a little bit on the y-axis. That way the finger comes out at somewhat of an angle. Okay, so if you right mouse button, these are we'll go into face mode, and in face mode you can click to select that face, and then using the rotate, the hotkey is the E key, which will bring rotate up, and then on the axis we're just going to tilt it out just a little bit, and then we'll extrude under edit mesh, extrude, and then we'll pull out the distance we want to come over here. We're seeing is 0.4 for that first extrude distance. So distance 4, and then the second one is 4, and the last one is 3. Okay, the last command that I did was extrude, and if I use the hot G key, the hotkey G, or the again key, I can extrude this out. And be careful once you do a G, click it once. I don't see anything, but you can, oops, maybe that's why I couldn't see it. Okay, G, and then I don't see anything, but if I pull it out, and then again, there's our 0.4, and then G will go 0.3. Okay, so that's what we're looking for our starting point. And you'll repeat that same procedure for the next steps. So you'll do the middle finger using these parameters here. So a little longer, 0.45 instead of 4, 0.45 and 0.3, and then the index and the pinky, right? So follow these numbers here. So for each one of those, use those parameters to build out the rest of the 4 fingers. On the next page, there's a little note here about helpful tools built in Maya. The 1, 2, 3 keys on the keyboard above the Q, W, E, right? 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, and then 3. So the 2 is a combination of 1 and 3. So you see your faces as a whole shape, and then the smooth is the number 3. So it's good to toggle between those two just to check your modeling. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to build out our thumb using the wedge face tool. There's a particular setup for it, and watch carefully here. So it's